You are listening to me talking to myself. Welcome to the podcast where I share useful tools to create more space, more freedom, inner peace, connection, and life on purpose. What does it mean that things are hard? People say things are hard as if that's a reason not to do them. Hard things are what makes us stronger. Hard things are hard on purpose. We can't get stronger if we don't do hard things. Of course it's hard. It's going to make us into who we want to be. We can't become who we want to be without doing hard things, without being uncomfortable, without being challenged, and without growing. We can't make things easy and then expect ourselves to grow from doing easy things. It is easier to do easy things because we know how to do them, and because when we do easy things, we can get them done. We have some sense of accomplishment, of completion. But we haven't had to change in the process. We haven't had to become more evolved or a different version of ourselves or to get stronger. Also, there is no such thing as hard until we add our mind to it. It's our thought about the thing that makes us feel that way. What makes something hard is how we think about it, the way we approach it, our attitude towards it. And when we know that our thoughts create our feelings, we also know that we can change them. So instead of trying to change the circumstance to make it easy so then our thoughts would change, choose to change your thoughts. Do not quit, do not change the thing that you are attempting to do to make it easier so your thoughts will change. Change your thoughts so you can do the harder thing, to become stronger, to do the thing that will make you grow, to do the thing that will make you accomplish something. Stop trying to make things easy. Building muscle is hard on purpose. Learning a new language is hard on purpose. Losing weight is hard on purpose. Getting stronger is hard on purpose. Handstands are hard on purpose. What is hard about doing all those things? Feeling our feelings. That's it. And if you learn how to feel all those emotions that will come up on the way and you learn how to process them, that is what you will get good at. And when you get good at it, you're getting good at hard things. Do you want to be good at hard things? Yes. That's what will set you apart. That's what will set you apart from people who are not good at hard things. People willing to do hard things get to experience how extraordinary they are, how disciplined they are, how committed they can be. It requires willingness to feel negative emotion on purpose in order to grow. Are you willing to feel negative emotion on purpose in order to grow? If I would give you a pill that helps you lose weight, you have not evolved anywhere. If I give you a candy to help you feel better, you don't know how to feel better on your own. You now have to rely on that candy. If you win a lottery, you haven't learned the skill of making money. If you use food, alcohol, or drugs to escape your life, to not be present with those uncomfortable emotions you don't want to be with, you won't learn the skill of processing your emotions. And you will forever rely on those external things outside of you. What I want to encourage you to do is being able to process your emotions and do hard things without relying on anything external, but relying on yourself and all the tools you have within. What if I don't have any negative emotions? Then probably you're not doing hard things. You're not challenging yourself enough. You're not growing. Growth is uncomfortable. If you feel comfortable all the time, if you don't experience any negative emotions, then probably you're not doing hard things. You're not creating anything new. You're not evolving. If you say you don't like do hard things, it's like, I don't like growth. I don't like accomplishments. I don't like getting stronger. I don't like exploring my potential. And that's okay. That could be your choice. Just be aware of it. However, if you are doing hard things, you want to make sure you are thinking thoughts that are creating emotions that will drive actions to overcome hard things. If your thoughts that you are believing and practicing are creating peace and relaxation and love, that's fine. But is that the energy you need to overcome the obstacles on the way to your goal? Maybe It's determination, motivation, excitement. Those are the emotions that might be useful to create to accomplish that goal. And the thoughts creating those emotions are very different than the thoughts that create peace, love, and harmony. So pay attention. If you do not feel motivated, if you do not feel disciplined, if you do not feel determined, that's because you don't have the right thoughts. In episode 28, I talk in detail about creating emotions on purpose. And then, taking action. What happens sometimes and very often, especially people like me who like to analyze everything and everyone and understand everything and everyone, we spend too much time over-analyzing why we are not taking action. Asking why and questioning everything is very useful. I encourage to do that, but also knowing when it's time to move on. It is useful as long as it helps us change and create the result that we want. But we don't want to use thought work as an excuse and reasoning behind our inaction instead of just taking action. So be aware of the thoughts that you are thinking right now and choose to think new thoughts on purpose that will create the emotions you need in order to take action. And we all know that we can create energy with our mind. As you are thinking about that goal you want, as you are thinking about the dreams you have, as you are thinking about the things you want to do in your life, you can generate motivation, discipline, and excitement. It's something we all can do, and it's a practice. Anything worth doing is probably going to be a little bit hard. And you want it to be hard so you can become stronger. So how can we enjoy doing hard things? Enjoying the hard parts of life, the challenges, the obstacles. And it is possible to enjoy doing hard and challenging things. So we are not resisting, we are not avoiding them, but we are welcoming those challenges. Building a business, jumping into ice bath, doing intense workouts, running marathons, climbing mountains. How and why do people enjoy doing it? Enjoying not just the result of the hard work, but enjoying the process of doing it. Facing the obstacles, enjoying failing, enjoying the hard parts of it. A lot of times, because we do not enjoy the hard work, we will not even start it. So we don't even learn how to develop a relationship with the challenges in our life. When we start lifting heavy weights, it's not fun because we don't have the strength yet. It becomes more fun once we become stronger, which requires showing up, commitment, and doing the boring work of repetition. As we get stronger, we want to lift heavier weights. We want to see what we are capable of, and this becomes fun. So enjoying hard things and enjoying challenges comes from doing hard things and challenging ourselves. So in order to get to the point where you enjoy the hard things, you have to get strong enough to enjoy the hard things. Which means you have to not like the hard thing long enough to eventually like it. You have to be willing to not be good at it. You have to be willing to be weak and do the hard thing in order to get strong. The stronger we get, the more challenge we want. In the process, we are learning the skill of turning our weakness into strength. So even though you might not be strong enough for that new challenge, you trust yourself that you have the skill and the tools to overcome it, and that you will get stronger in the process. And the stronger, the more skilled you become, the more enjoyable the process will be. So the secret to accomplishing hard things is to enjoy hard things. The process of doing hard things. And the secret to enjoying hard things is to show up, to commit to do the boring work, to be disciplined, and to get stronger. And the more challenging things you do, the stronger you will get. And the stronger you get, the more challenging things you will do. Therefore, the more you will grow. Physical challenges as well as psychological challenges. The more we practice feeling certain emotions that are uncomfortable and hard and not enjoyable, the better we become at it. The more we practice feeling negative emotions like rejection, shame, sadness, the better we become at feeling negative emotions, so we are not afraid of them. If somebody tells us no, which is a rejection, we don't take it personal, and we can move on, for example. The better we get at taking on those challenges and processing those types of emotions, and putting ourselves in positions where we could feel those emotions and moving through them, the stronger we get. So ask yourself, where am I avoiding challenges? Where am I trying to make my life easier? Where am I avoiding growth because it is uncomfortable? Do not try to make your life easy. You can't get strong with an easy life. And an easy life will not encourage you to grow. It won't encourage you to get to know yourself and what you are capable of. Knowing that every time you fall down, you're building the strength to stand back up. And that's what makes it fun. So how do we enjoy not just doing hard things, but starting hard things, saying yes to hard things? There is a difference between wanting something and deciding to do something. I want to make more money is different from I decide to make more money. I want to have six-pack is different from I decide to work towards it. I want to go to bed earlier is different from I decide to go to bed at 9 p.m. every day. Wanting is an abstract desire. Deciding is a commitment to do it no matter what. To face all the hard things no matter what. To be willing to fail and stand up and keep going. It is a decision of going towards that impossible goal, that unrealistic vision, knowing that every obstacle on the way, every hard thing you overcome will move you closer to that result. Every challenge will shape you towards the version of yourself you need to become in order to achieve that impossible goal. Hard things are hard on purpose. Use hard things not at your own expense, but at your own benefit, for your own growth, for your own expansion. Pick a challenge, enjoy the process and the growth that you'll get from doing hard things. Do not wish it were easier. Wish you were stronger. So, let's do hard things. And let's don't complain about them. Let's don't complain about doing hard things. Thank you for being curious. If you enjoyed listening, rate, review, subscribe, share, and join the conversation. Do not miss out on yourself, your power, and what is possible for you.